Ahead of its 167th birthday on July 15th, the Straits Times will launch its revamped look with a tighter focus on getting the news quicker to readers.
We're going to go live tomorrow with the first edition, May 18th, and you'll see a new look in the paper, a refreshed look, a more modern, contemporary look. We do this from time to time with the paper. We want to make sure that we're presenting the news in an efficient way so that we meet people's changing needs. We've done surveys to gather what people like about the paper and what they dislike. We've taken on board that feedback and we've shaped the product accordingly.
The new look was unveiled on Thursday during a trade event held at the SPH News Centre Auditorium, which saw the Straits Times partners from the public relations and advertising industries get up close with Mr. Fernandez, who became the editor of the paper in February.
We didn't want to surprise them, so it was a chance for me to present the changes and also take their questions on what might be in store for them.
A major visible change is a new contemporary-looking masthead, prominently stating that the Straits Times began in 1845. The cover page will contain more stories, and readers no longer need to flip to other pages for the full story.
The front page will have a lot more stories on it, so we are packing as much punch as we can into the front page. Page 2 and 3 will be top of the news, so it will be us saying to readers, this is the most important story and what it means for you. And then we'll have a summary page, which is the news in 5 minutes for our busy readers to say, this is all you need to know before you rush out the door to go to work. Short, sharp, and then if you've got more time, come back and read the rest of it later in the day.
Various sections like Home, World, Money, Sport, the revamped review section, now called Opinion, and News section Saturday have each got colour-coded ticker tapes which draw readers into other major stories within. Also moving the sports section to the back page is one of the many ways the revamped Straits Times reads better, added Mr. Fernandez.
There's an industry growing around sports as well. And when we did our survey recently, we found that 30% of our readers say that if they had to pick one section to start reading the newspaper with, they start with sports. And because of that, we've decided to put sports on the back page. We think it's an increasingly attractive draw. So we're going to give it that prominence and play up the sports pages from the back, like many newspapers around the world do.
And guests at the event seem to like the new look of the paper.
I think it addresses some of readers' issues because I also have an issue of, being on the front page and after I read the article, they tell me to flip to page 10. I'm like, what? But I think it's really interesting. They have been listening to the readers and they have addressed their issues.
Yeah, I think the new look looks quite interesting. It's quite youthful, should appeal to the young. So hopefully the editorial will appeal to the young as well.
I think it's interesting the way they dissect it. Much more easier reading.
Well, I like the fact that they have tickers and they have the reminder boxes in the first page to tell you what's going on, things for you, news for you to catch up on before you leave the house.
There's certain vibrancy, energy and sense of being contemporary. And I think that a lot of thought has been given to exactly how to make the news in a way more engaging, more palatable.
I like the whole idea of the Friday weekend because that's when I get more free time to read it.
It may look different now, but editorially, the Straits Times mission still remains the same, said Mr. Fernandez.
But let me assure you that one thing will not change, and that is ensuring that we continue to be reliable, balanced and fair, and a credible newspaper. And that is, to me, the most critical mission. And I'm not going to do anything that will change that, because you don't change a winning formula.
The livelier and fresher Straits Times will hit homes on Friday, May 18th.